Under no circumstances should we relieve pressure on Iran relative to ballistic missile capabilities and arms trafficking.
To Lieutenant Colonel Tony Shaffer, who says, that's exactly what we just did. We did relieve pressure on missiles. And also, Tony, I want to point this one out. We're allowing Iran to expand its enrichment program after 8 years. We're letting them do this. You can't approve of that, I'm sure.
This is the Obamacare of international agreements. If you like your non-nuclear Iran, you can keep your non-nuclear Iran, if you know what I mean. This is tragic. Let's look at what happened with North Korea back in the 90s. It's the same framework, Stuart. We're looking at a process of allowing things to happen. And let me be clear, this is not a partisan issue. I'm looking at this purely from the military and intelligence aspects. You do not have a clear path to inspect nuclear facilities regarding the military. And that's critical. We learned that lesson in the 90s with North Korea. Next thing you know, North Korea had 6 weapons. We knew it a long time before we announced it. Second factor is when you look at the sites we're trying to get to, it's not going to be, they're going to be able to play a bureaucratic game to wait us out. More importantly, to your point and General Dempsey's point, we're freeing them up to expand rapidly in the conventional sense immediately. And this is going to stimulate a arms race on both sides. The Russians are now trying to sell weapons to our Arab allies, and the Iranians are going to do the same thing.
If the path to a bomb is fairly clear in a few years' time, that will stimulate the nuclear arms race in the Gulf that the president says he's just stopped.
It's totally insane. Let me be clear on that again. My friends at Brookings on the left, you're completely out to lunch. And by the way, this agreement is not about us, what we believe. It's what our Arab allies believe. They do not find this credible, Stu. We've talked to them, and right now the Saudis are now getting ready to take delivery of their nuclear weapons from Pakistan. Pakistan's opening a nuclear bazaar, and the Egyptians are doing the same thing.
Tony, I'm terribly sorry I'm out of time on a very important and a very big news day. Thanks very much for joining us, Tony Shaffer.
Thanks for having me. Good to be on.
Now, Vice President